Let's get back to our forecast with meteorologist Lindsay Riley now. And Lindsay, what are we in for the rest of the weekend?
Well, we're going to pretty much have a repeat performance of everything we've already seen. So we're only about halfway through this bout of wet weather. We had very heavy rainfall overnight. It lingered into early this morning, and we will be doing much of the same later on tonight into tomorrow morning. But we've had the lull. We did talk about that this week. We had some peaks of sunshine even over the lower deserts. The radar right now actually is pretty quiet. Northern Arizona, just a few scattered showers, mostly north of I-40 at this point. Now down to the south and east, this is where we're going to be seeing the most active weather over the next 24 hours. In fact, we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning right near Tucson right now. That warning goes until 6 p.m. Gusts up to about 60 miles per hour. That's moving slightly to the north and east. And you can see also a flash flood warning along I-10 just south of Tucson as well. So some of these storms over the next 24 hours for southeastern Arizona could produce rainfall rates of around 1 inch per hour. So we still have this tropical air mass in place. We're going to hang on to some of these very humid conditions for the time being well into the upcoming week. Here's a closer look at the high country. Not a whole lot going on right now there. Same thing with the rim. So we're definitely in a bit of a lull with the precipitation. But again, we're not done yet. So here's a look at our Futurecast. We'll take you through tomorrow hour by hour, show you when it's going to rain the heaviest. This is a look at 10 o'clock tonight when the rain's going to begin to increase in coverage close to Phoenix and the lower deserts. Still coming down around Safford and Tucson by that point. Here's 1 a.m. showers along the rim and out near the White Mountains. And then as we get closer to 5, 6, 7 a.m. tomorrow, that's when models begin to bring more shower activity into the valley. So tomorrow morning could be pretty wet at times. We could have some ponding on roadways with some heavier rainfall rates. Here's 10 a.m. tomorrow, still coming down across the lower deserts, and even till about noon. This is noon. It's cloudy, it's stormy in and around the Phoenix area. After that, things will start to clear, but it's still going to be raining and coming down across southeastern Arizona. Then we do get another surge of moisture, so we're not done yet. Heading into Monday, this is about 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can begin to see another surge of moisture over the lower desert. So we have more rain chances on Monday. This is a look at 9 a.m. on Monday, and you can see some of those showers that originated over the lower deserts then arrive up in the high country by that point. Things will start to dry out Tuesday and especially for the second half of next week. Across Arizona tomorrow, this is our Sunday forecast. Yes, we drop down into the 80s, but it is going to be extremely humid out there. So that tropical air mass in place. Here's a look at our hour by hour tomorrow in Phoenix. Rain through noon. Afternoon, we'll have some scattered clouds, some peaks of sunshine. Temperatures approaching 80, but we will see some dry weather tomorrow up in the Prescott area. Temperatures in the 60s there. We'll also be in the 60s around Flagstaff. Couple showers around Flagstaff, not as wet as today, but in Payson, some of those showers along the rim are going to linger a bit longer through at least the 2 o'clock hour. Here in the Phoenix area, you can see those rain chances. They linger into Monday. After Monday, things are really going to dry out for the rest of the week. And then up in the high country, we're also going to keep those rain chances into the first part of the week on Monday. But then the second half of the week does look a lot better. So for now, the dew points have been in the 60s. It's been extremely humid, but it's going to be a slow go to get those down. Meteorologist Chris Dunn has a look at those current dew points, which are pretty impressive.
Well, in fact, I just checked the observation from Tampa, Florida, and Tampa is less humid than Phoenix, Arizona at this hour right now. 65-degree dew point in Phoenix. The dew point in Tampa is 64. Okay, missed it by 1 degree. But we do have 70-degree dew points across south central Arizona. Tucson at 68, Casa Grande at 70. These are the dew point temperatures, the measure of moisture in the atmosphere at the surface. And our temperatures, well, with the cloud covering with the rain early, kept things kind of cool, relatively speaking. 81 degrees in Phoenix right now, 75 in Tucson with a thunderstorm in progress. In fact, a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Tucson. This is a live look. Normally, you'd see the Catalina Mountains off in the distance here from Tucson, but it is dark and stormy down to the south across Pima County. Here is a look at the rainfall forecast for the next 3 days. And we do have the higher terrain north and east of the Phoenix area is really favored, and especially across southeastern Arizona, the remnants of Tropical Storm Raymond will be coming into play, especially for southeast Arizona, but to a lesser extent for the valley. And that's what we're talking about for tonight. Now, we talked about Priscilla, and the leftovers of that storm basically have passed over us. Down here, this is where we have Raymond, and this is the very latest from the National Hurricane Center on tropical depression now, Raymond, with 35-mile-per-hour winds. It's just south of Cabo San Lucas, and the leftover low-pressure area, the remnants, will be moving over the extreme southern tip of Baja California. But all of that tropical moisture, just like with Priscilla, is headed up to the north. So it's going to be heading up across some very warm waters in the Gulf of California. These waters are in the 80s. So that's contributing to a lot of this humidity and this tropical moisture that is flowing into the state. And we will continue to see that over the next 24 hours or so, holding on to some of that across south central Arizona. So that's why the rain chances for the Flagstaff area not quite as heavy duty as it is down here to the south. This takes us through Monday afternoon, and as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, a steady drying trend takes hold. Here's a look at the excessive rainfall risk. This is for tomorrow. Phoenix is in the green. Tucson in the yellow. That's the higher risk level, but we will have some of that heavy rain moving through, especially during the morning hours tomorrow. And then as we go into the 13th, which is Monday, still holding on to that heavy rain chance across southeastern Arizona and starting to move out of the valley. So the flooding potential is there, with the flood watch remaining in effect through tomorrow evening for the Phoenix area. What you need to know is overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, locally heavy rain. Have a way to get warnings, because there may be some warnings issued with this setup. Tonight, down to 74. Tomorrow, 91. Morning rain showers. Again, some pockets of heavy rain showers on Monday. And then we have a clearing trend that shows up in our 7-day forecast. And here we go for the valley. Weather impact alert for one more day. 86 tomorrow. 83 on Monday, 50-50 shot, some showers and a few thunderstorms in the mix. And then we dry out and keep those temperatures right around 80 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, leading us into the weekend with a string of sunny days.
We don't mind that. All right, Chris, thank you.